hear me now. I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the Environmental Guardian online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego. Please forgive me. I'm having some trouble getting all the behaviors activated, so we might experience a few hitches at the beginning. But I'll sort it out. We have lots to go over, so we should start. We need to find Mr. Von Bach, but first, we'll need to gear up. Von Bach Industries had personal defense technologies aboard the Stratocarrier. I placed a marker on our map where we'll find some. Excellent! Once you equip that, it will allow me to activate the shield. The shields are running. We're going to need another weapon option. I'm picking up a signal from a crashed mobile armory. Let's hurry. We need to collect the necessary equipment as soon as possible so we can start looking for Mr. Von Bach. According to my readings, those creatures are actually humans. However, their DNA is severely mutated.
Push them back! Tunnels around!
Shotguns are perfect for close quarters combat. One blast up close and personal will do serious damage to most enemies. Particular weapon types work better for specific situations, so you'll want to get used to switching back and forth between the primary and secondary weapons. I'm detecting some explosives nearby. We could definitely use those. I've put the location on the map. This supply pod is filled with grenades. Grab one and equip it. I think you already know how this works. Pull the pin, throw, and get out of there. Now that we're geared up, it's time to train you on the ego powers. First, we'll try Cloak. When using Cloak, you are completely invisible to enemies. Use the power to sneak up behind the projections and attack. Cloak must be activated to sneak behind the projections and attack. Cloak must be activated to sneak behind the projections and attack.
Moving forward!
Cloak must be activated to sneak behind the projections and attack. Cloak must be activated to sneak behind the projections and attack.
Get down!
activated to sneak behind the projections and attack. Cloak must be activated to sneak behind the projections and attack. Now we'll test the overcharge power. While using overcharge, your damage inflicted on the enemy is significantly increased. Shoot the projection while overcharge is activated. I'll enable the decoy power now. Decoy allows us to create a projection in your likeness that will fool and distract the enemy. Take down the projections while they're distracted by your decoy. The blur power is now enabled. Blur will allow us to move at extreme speeds and increases melee strength during close combat. With blur active, rush the projections and strike them with melee attacks. You must activate the blur power and strike these projections with melee attacks. Good work. You'll need to choose an eco power for me to integrate.
Take him down!
Nice choice. Stealth is the best power for surprise and subtlety. I'm receiving a signal. I'll patch it through.
Can anyone hear me? I need help down here. It looks like the mutants are getting organized for an attack.
Oh no, we better help her.
This is our fight! Ah!
Do it now. If we don't, you could forget about finding any survivors.
Covering fire! Nothing like us.
I have the ability to hack into most computer systems. Get to that thorium reactor, and I'll see what I can do.
We must protect it.
Excellent. I was able to reactivate the fissile materials. The reactor will overload and blow this entire base off the map. But we'll need to keep the mutants from disrupting the process.
What did you do to that thing? It looks like it's going to explode!
The reactor is overloading. Keep it going. distance away from the reactor.
That thing's about to blow! Get out of here! Thanks. You have an ego implant, don't you? That's amazing. First time I've ever seen one in action. You know, I think we're gonna make one hell of a team. A little backup can take you a long way in this crazy place. I'm heading to the crash site. They're gonna need help. I'm sure we'll be in contact. Arc Hunter.